one-time only price. That means these are brand new today, only show at this price. So thank you for joining us on this Saturday afternoon, because you are going to find the price goes up at 5 p.m. This is a wonderful 2-hour show. You're saving $8 on this, which is a good savings. Free shipping and handling on everything through the end of the day today. Look at these. And if I say this wrong, you just correct me. Dianthus?
Dianthus is correct. And you know, this, Pat, is the world's first ever Dianthus that has been bred specifically with hanging baskets in mind, which is really incredible because Dianthus, many of us, if you know Dianthus, you know that it is a perennial plant. There's not many perennials that do well in hanging baskets, but this Dianthus has been specifically created for a hanging basket in mind. And so we actually created this collection which includes not only 3 plants, but it also includes the perfect size hanging basket,
and
all in one.
You guys also brought us, because I already got my organic soil, my organic soul, maybe. You can go ahead and order this at the same time. So maybe you do bill to ship to and you send it to your mom or your dad, whoever loves gardening, or as a housewarming gift, whatever the case may be. It'll show up when it's time. This will show up in the normal shipping time, so definitely jump on that. Oh, there's the information. Thank you, everybody. M95081. Buy those in multiples. That'll save you from having to go to the store. So you're going to give us one plastic reusable hanging basket.
Yes.
And you could put one, or would you put all 3 plants in here?
Well, you can do either or, and I'll show you how to get them planted here in a minute.
Okay.
But what I wanted to show you guys is this is what it's going to look like. And these are all real. These are going to start to bloom in your late spring garden, and they're going to last all the way till your first frost.
Really?
Which is exactly what we would expect from a hanging basket. What we wouldn't expect from a hanging basket is that it's going to perform like that this year, next year, the year after that, because hanging baskets are never perennials until now. Now this has this beautiful, dense, compact growing silvery green foliage. And then once it starts to bloom, it just creates this wonderful blanket of flowers in this deep sort of magenta pink. Yes, all real. And you can smell that fragrance. You smell it? Smell how delicious that is.
They're like little carnations to me.
Well,
I mean, look at all of the buds on here.
You see all the flowers and all the buds, because these are what are considered continuous reblooming Dianthus, which means they're constantly putting out new flowers and new flowers. So you're going to have this look starting in your spring garden, and it's going to stay like this all the way until your autumn. That's what's so incredible.
Buy in multiples. You're going to need these in multiples, without a doubt. Let me see what else I need. Your uncle was telling me that these were named in honor of the special grower. And listen, you guys, this is 4th generation.
Yes.
So you have wonderful relationships. Oh,
this is sweet. This is
this is nice.
Yeah, this is my friend Peter. He is one of the, he helps us find awesome plants over in Holland, and he's a real specialist when it comes to great plants. And his daughter, Rosie, they named this plant after her because these plants were almost as beautiful as she is.
Yeah, so what a sweet story. But that's the cool thing about the Wallian family, is you guys travel around the world. You know someone, you know the people that you need to know in the garden industry. That's why you can bring us these things that we won't find in the store. Look how beautiful that is. Now we talk container, where else?
But you can also put them right in the ground, because as like a thickly, densely growing plant, they're going to fill out the front of your garden beds along walkways, and then as they start to bloom, they will just remain in their beauty like that for up to 5 to 6 months. They really don't like, I had mine blooming all the way into December, right before Christmas, before we had our first snow. I had little flower buds that were just getting started. And you can see just how many flowers.
So pretty.
You would expect a beautiful plant like that to remain looking gorgeous with flowers for maybe a few weeks. But how about multiple months, 5 to 6 months on perennials? And when we're talking about hanging baskets, a lot of plants in hanging baskets, you really have to be kind of, keep your eye on them about watering, because they can dry out really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But these Dianthus are known to be rather drought tolerant, so that means you can go take your weekend.
They would be perfect then,
yeah, take your weekend trip to the shore. You don't have to worry about them drying out and dying while you're gone, which is very helpful.
And I love the way, I mean, they're just crawling over the edge there, and it looks like a blanket of flowers. So don't go to the store. and buy what you normally buy in a Dianthus.
Yeah.
Order what you need today, because a lot of these plants, we'll show them to you. You're not going to get them at this price after 5 o'clock. I mean, you don't even get to the end of the day here. This is the only show that we're able to do this, and then you're going to get, and these are the Ellie pots. Will you explain that?
Yes, you know, this is a totally biodegradable exterior. It's technically a pot, but there's no plastic involved, and it allows for them to be transplanted really easily so that they root quickly and start growing quickly. And I just want to mention that you will not find this Dianthus anywhere else in the country. You know, you will be hard pressed to find it anywhere else. Definitely not at this value. That includes the hanging basket. Now the cool thing is each one of these plants, it has this really dense growth that will extend about 12 inches around. So if you want, let me show you how to plant.
Okay.
You can literally just take one and plant it in here, and then probably about, I would say,
soil?
Well, I like to use our soil that we have right on QVC.com.
Really important to do the soil thing, my friends.
But you can see that this one plant will quickly fill out your container over the course of a season. But if you're a little bit of an impatient gardener, will you hand me another one?
I will.
You can do 1, 2, and 3, just like this. You water it in. Look, that's practically already filled out. And in a few more weeks, it will definitely be rooted and throwing out new flowers and just totally filling your patios, your decks. You know, I actually like to put shepherd's hook right in my gardens. And then I'll hang hanging baskets in my garden.
Yeah, so you have some height.
Really pretty.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. 3,000 remain,
and that's Peter right there.
I love it.
Yep.
These are amazing, the Dianthus, unlike anything else that you've ever seen. Love the fact that you guys were sweet enough to give us, and Stephanie too, to give us the beautiful basket to get started. But, you know, a lot of us have hanging baskets. Could I put this in my window box?
They're perfect for window boxes. They're great in any sort of other containers. Like if you wanted to just plant one in your, if maybe you wanted to get maybe 3 of these collections, and you can put 1 plant in each of your window or in each of your hanging baskets, and then you have a few more to put right in your garden beds, or put into a window box. You can do a planting with some other beautiful plants in your window boxes to create a little bit of a scene. But what I love about these plants is they have this thick growth that overhangs and it trails. You don't have any bald spots. It absolutely fills out your container.
It almost looks fake.
Yeah, isn't it gorgeous?
It's real. I mean, look how dense that is. Most of you are ordering more than 1 set, which is the really smart way to go, because once you get this home, it's going to be too late. I mean, the season will be way over by that point. And if you wait to the end of the day, we can't even offer you this price because the price is going up at $5. You're saving $8. And when we're talking about a $30 or $32, $33 price tag, now is the time to, or $29. So it's even better than it was when I originally prepped my show. So the prices even come down further on this one. So it should be around a $12 savings. So it's quite impressive. This is why you come to Roberta's. Plus, my friend, Devin, you will give us that growing guide, so we'll know what to do. We'll know all the possibilities on this. And will they be that, they look sort of pink there, here they look a little bit more magenta? Yeah, they're going to be like a nice magenta, and as the flowers start to get like age a little bit, they may lighten up in their color a little bit. But what I love about these plants is that actually when the sun hits them, if you have them on your porch or your patio and the sun hits them, that's when the fragrance really gets released, and it just smells like cinnamon rolls baking in your oven. It's absolutely divine on a warm summer's day, you know, on your rocking chair reading your book, and the pollinators will come. They're beloved by the hummingbirds, by the butterflies and the bees. This is truly a plant that will just make your garden just alive with color, alive with life and fragrance, but also exceptionally easy. With plants 2,500 remaining, by the way, and I know, and I don't mean to make you crazy by giving you numbers, but why we do that is so that you realize that when they're gone, they're gone. That will be it for the season, and the price is going to be gone in an hour and 33 minutes, if I'm being exact here. There's 24 days to spring. What you do in the meantime is you order, or if you prefer to go to your floral center, big box store, get what you need as far as soil in in this. Get out your hanging pots that you have or decide in your window box and have fun. That's what today is all about. The plants that we have in the studio are live.
Absolutely,
These
yes.
are live
These are all real.
plants.
And Pat, you know, we did that little potting demo earlier.
Yeah.
This, you know, this is day 1. By around day 30, it will look like something that I'm shaking here, right here, in my right hand, in about a month. These are rapid growing plants. They love to bloom. They cannot help but bloom. I promise you, you will fall in love with this Dianthus. I do want to mention though, these are, they love to bloom, but they love to eat as well.
Okay,
so
good.
if you want to get the most out of your Dianthus, I recommend using our Roberta's Bounty. This is going to provide it with the essential macronutrients and micronutrients so that it's happy plant and it's blooming as well as it should.
So you
that's
get
really
the
important.
most out of it, and they do need sun. Yes.
And these like a half day of sun to a full day of sun, so they're very versatile, easy, low maintenance plants. As a perennial in a hanging basket, nothing is better.
A perennial.
A perennial.
All right, 4,000 is what we're able to bring in. Half of the quantity is gone. We have fewer than 2,000 to go around. And that price is going up in an hour and a half. It's our spring